with the band is they used to be Bob Dylan's backup band, so that's why they got the moniker of the band.
Now this is Levon Helms is like the main guy, right?
Levon Helms was the drummer in the band, and so he actually sang on a lot of tracks. And the beauty of the band was that they all could sing, they all could play. They were really like a whole group effort.
So and they were Canadian though, right? Except for Levon, right?
They were Canadian, but the interesting thing is they wrote a lot of songs about the American South. So they have like The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, which is about the Civil War. They have Acadian Driftwood, which is actually about the east coast of Canada and how they shipped everybody from the east coast down to New Orleans. So they really identified with American culture, but yet they were a Canadian band. So.
Now you were talking a little bit about how they kind of grew up like through Woodstock and then everything with Oliver Stone. Can you just explain the story, the whole, like, you know,
Right.
from your heart?
So they first were Ronnie Hawkins' backup band, then ended up in the States, and actually, so they ended up doing this Last Waltz thing.
Object is to keep your balls on the table and knock everybody else's off. The band has been together 16 years. It's a damn impossible way of life. I couldn't live with 20 years on the road. I don't think I could even discuss it. We gave our final concert, the band's final concert. We called it The Last Waltz.
Such a night.
Shot this huge video with Joni Mitchell, who at the time was a Canadian singer, but huge in the States. Neil Young, Muddy Waters, Eric Clapton was on it, and they shot this massive video, which was sort of epitomized the whole '60s like folk rock thing that they did, and so it became this huge movement. And so they shot this huge festival live with all their buddies at a party, basically. And Neil Young's famous because Neil Young came out and you could actually see the coke inside his nose. You could see the powder, like he was just messed up. But they just kind of backed up everybody, you know. But somehow it all worked and flowed into this double CD called The Last Waltz.
So for Levon, obviously, you know, he died on, I guess it was like late Thursday night or something like that. And, yeah, I mean, it was really a 420 celebration for Levon, eh?
He was a great guy. He was famous because he had a debate. He had some kind of feud with Robbie Robertson about he wouldn't perform at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because he didn't get songwriting credits or something. But he was just an amazing, you know, contributor to the whole group as a drummer. And he could sing, he could play. It was just a whole amazing.
You saw him live, didn't you?
I did, actually, yeah. It was just an unbelievable performance, and he was performing with the Black Crowes.
Where was that at?
In New York. I actually had his home studio called The Farm. And
You've been to his home studio?
Well, it was a show, so they put it on, and it was amazing. He was like a live venue in New York that he kind of created, and they did this. The last Black Crowes album was done all live, so they just shot the video with Levon Helm playing live with the Black Crowes. I mean, that doesn't get any better than that. Amazing stuff. It's like seeing the Rolling Stones, you know, the same level of film. And they did a DVD, they did a double album, so the last Black Crowes album was done all live with Levon Helms. So just totally a decades passing the torch from generation to generation, you know.
Hey man, so give a peace out, you know, to Levon. What do you want to say to him as it goes?
All right, I'd like to say, you know, Levon, thanks. Just unbelievable legacy, and as a musician, you know, passing that down from musician to musician, that's just a tough act to follow.